Happy Sunday! Thank you guys for tuning in to the Gift of Gab. It is the last day of February, so we are going to cheers to this month. It has been a good month. So, we just praying for the same thing for next month. How is everyone doing? Thank you for joining, you guys. Today, we're going to keep it just a little chill. We're not going to be doing too much. I'm just going to be talking with my friend Jerrel, kind of just about everything that's going on in like the pop culture, entertainment, things like that. This isn't going to be an interview, so it's literally just going to be him and I just talking about stuff. So before I have him join us, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. So if you guys have been following my stories, I'm starting a Black Business Spotlight on Tuesdays. So I initially was going to start that this Tuesday, but I'm going to give myself more time to gather all the pieces and make sure I do it the way I want to do it. So I'm going to be starting it the following Tuesday, which I think is the 9th of March. So with the Black Business Spotlight, I'm basically just going to be spotlighting local entrepreneurs, local businesses. It could be anything. It could be orthodontists. It could be shoes, makeup, body scrubs, hair products, mechanics. You know, I want to try and expand our community, you know, not just to clothes and food. I want it to be all things Black. And I want to make sure that even though we are in this pandemic, I want us to build something so we can have it standing for after the pandemic and we don't just go back to how things were. I want things to change. So the way to change things is to bring awareness to people and bring attention. So with my Black Business Spotlight, I will be bringing attention to local Black entrepreneurs. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm excited to be working with the community again, which is like my backbone, my heart and soul. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about. And then another thing I wanted to discuss is my shows in general. I haven't really done any lives since the new year started. That's just because my show's taking on a mind of its own. So it's going places, but I don't want to neglect my local community that has always supported me, even before I started the Gift of Gab. So yeah, I'll be doing at the minimum one show on my Instagram a month. Sometimes maybe two if I have the time, sure. But again, if you guys are looking for free promo right now, that's what my Black Business Spotlight is going to be on. It's just free promo. I'm just going to be posting you guys. And the postings will be on my Instagram, of course, my Facebook, my Snapchat, and my Twitter. And they all get pretty good views. So, you know, hopefully somebody out there will see it and say, hey, I could use that. Let me go hop onto that brand real quick. And then last thing I want to talk about before I have the amazing Jerrel join me is if you guys know of any events going on, virtual or in person, because I know things are opening up. And of course, social distancing, masks are required. You know, let me know. Send me a DM, even if you won't be there. If you know about an event, just let me know. Send it. Maybe I can help promote it. Maybe I can go and speak with people. But yeah, if you guys see anything going on in the community, preferably around the DMV. I mean, I know I have followers on here from all over, but preferably in the DMV, just so I can keep showing you guys support. And that's all I want to do. So I think that's all I got to say. Got a couple pieces of paper. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say. So I'm going to add in my friend Jerrel and this party started.
He see me?
I said, I know I see that head now.
Gabby!
Hey!
What's going on?
You're going on.
I had a little background set up for you.
Where's it at? Let me see.
It's a candle.
I know. Sometimes with this live, you can't see it because it splits the screen in half. So, you know what? Cool. I appreciate the candle. Thank you.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining me. I'm excited. I wanted to do a live that was just kind of like, just fun. Me not interviewing or grilling anyone. Just like me kind of just normally.
I was like, I hope it's not serious.
I know.
I'm good with the serious, but that's just not me.
I was about to say, I was like, I don't know if I call you for that.
Nah. Anything other than that, I'm good.
Let me hit that hookah. What flavor you got in there?
Brought to you by Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Yeah, this is Kiwi. I was trying to get some. I couldn't find my other ones, but shout out to Rhonda G. She
Hey, Rhonda G.
The Kiwi was Kiwi. I'm doing Kiwi,
okay.
and I'm doing a little tequila tonight.
What are we drinking? We got some Remy.
Okay.
And a little bit of red.
I'm not a
I'm
dark
trying to be
person.
grown.
I don't like dark like that. I like white tequila.
I know you do, because when I used to serve you in the bar, what did you and Rhonda always get?
Tequila on the rocks. Or tequila with a splash of pineapple.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
And if I put too much pineapple in Rhonda, she'd say, give me a water. Give me a water.
We need a water really quick, just to, because we got to get home.
Hey, you're funny. I swear you guys used to get blueberry flavor hookah.
We probably did, because at one point, because for me, I don't really care. As long as the hookah gets to
me. You just want hookah.
I just want the hookah. Like, I don't like going to the club and waiting 20 minutes. I order the hookah before I order my drink.
I know you do, and that's how you've always been. And you don't care. You're like, look, y'all need help making it in the back?
I promise you. I have my non-slips in my car. I'll put my non-slip shoes on really quick and go inside. Let's do this.
Cheers to you and your hookah.
Yes.
Do you watch, what's that show with Andy Cohen? Watch What Happens Live?
Yes, I do.
So if you hear this word tonight,
I like that.
What should the word be? Bolo.
First of all,
if you hear the word bolo,
it comes on tonight.
I know. So they're having an episode tonight, right?
Yep, it's tonight. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a continued conversation after Bolo Gate with Kenya. Well, with the whole cast of Real HouseWives, but I want to know what happened.
So this is what I think. This is what I'm gonna straight up tell you.
Give me what you think.
Because first of all, Bolo came out for the show, and notice he went backstage. First of all, am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I didn't know who. So Bolo went behind the stage. That's when Portia went back there and said, "Hey, we want you to come back out." I don't know if you noticed. Bolo said, "Are the cameras?
Are the cameras?" Oh, honey, I caught it.
Because Bolo wasn't being fully, himself.
He wasn't, yeah.
And so,
he's going there for a job.
Yeah, just for a job. And then once he got back outside, that's when they took all the cameras out.
Exactly.
That's when the show started. And I want to say he got fully nude. And that's
I would say he got fully nude too.
And that's what I think that's what happened. Like it went down.
And he was humping on Drew.
Yeah, and so Drew was very serious. Drew was saying when Kenny was going around saying it needs to be to themselves. And Drew was serious, like, no, this has to be in this house, because obviously she did something with Bolo.
And you know what? Out of all the girls that were there, I think she deserves the most to dog her dumbass husband, because I'm sorry, I skipped through all the scenes with her husband. With Drew Sidora and her husband, he's garbage. She's a queen. I just don't understand why she's up here. I see her like this, and it's like she sees herself like that. Like,
so
letting your husband...
In the beginning of the season, when they was talking, when they had the argument, he said
when he went to Tampa.
You can't not tell your spouse. Like, you have to tell. Like, from my dad, like you have to tell, like, hey, I'm going out of town, because what if something happened? Y'all kids.
It's true. Yeah.
You can't just go MIA.
And it's not even me just being nosy, even though it is just a little bit. I want to make sure your dumbass is okay too.
Straight up. And then the fact that you had cameras in the house, spying.
I know.
So you're spying on me, and I don't even know where you're at. Confused. I'm just confused.
So look, last night I threw a birthday party for my sister, right?
Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was so much fun. And since it's COVID, we wanted to keep it in the house. But for dinner, we had 7 of us girls, and then people came over. But I'm like, I could only imagine if we had cameras just in the corner, and because there was some shit going down. So I'm like, I could only imagine if there were cameras, and you forget about them sometimes. Yeah. So, and you got your mics on, cameras with audio in the corner. Like, there's just so many scenarios that it could be messy.
That's the thing. There's always cameras. There's always cameras. And I'm glad, which people forget.
I'm glad.
I'm glad that they say, hey, take this mics off me. But it's still microphones connected to the cameras. They might have moved the cameras,
but we still can hear you.
Like, it's crazy.
And you know what? Because I like to go on Twitter and hashtag after all my shows. I don't care what I'm watching. I'll hashtag it. And it was 50-50. It was 50% on Kenya's side, 50% saying she's a snitch. She broke girl code. She talks too much shit. But if it wasn't for Kenya, that episode after the party would have been so dry.
It would have been dry.
If she didn't have Bolo Court.
I love that. But first of all, for me, see, I like stuff like that.
I do too.
The part of me thinking like, okay, she did do too much, but the other part is it's a show.
It's entertainment.
It's entertaining. Like I don't care what it is, we got to figure out how we'll get ratings.
I want to know what happened.
I think so. This is what I think. So you remember? Okay, so you know they had the diagram of the room, right?
I know.
So look,
it was Tanya's.
So Candy knows what happened.
Candy does know. She looked at the camera. There was like one scene, because I was reading too much in the tweets, but one of them, it had like a gif of Kenya said something, and then Candy looked at the camera and said, okay, and looked away, kind of like, girl, shut up.
Like, be quiet. Be quiet. You're doing too much. It should have been like, it should have been, it's girl code. But I understand you have to get to the bottom of it. What I think was, okay, this is what I think. Portia and Tanya, they both was fucking with Bolo. And I think Portia was doing more the aggressive.
I do too.
More aggressive because she was kissing on Toya.
She was. And Toya, she went to bed. She had her Instagram video to prove it.
That was good. That's what you
That was smart of her.
And that's what I used to do. When I used to get home on my story, I just post something to let you know, hey, yo, I made it home.
That's smart. Because I never text my friends back, so.
Yeah, I normally text my friends, I'm home, I'm good. But sometimes I might forget, but I will put something on Instagram like, hey, I made it home. Or I do my song of the night, good night.
And you know what? I have watched a lot of your videos when you have done that after you've left the club pre-COVID.
I do it on purpose. People, like, I really do it on purpose just to say, hey, yo, I'm good.
That's smart.
Yeah, it's just because you got to know I made it home. Because, like I said, I got to get home. That's my goal.
Wait, have we been drinking every time we said Bolo?
Oh, we take a shot every time we say Bolo? So how you been?
I've been good. It's been a bit of a whirlwind this entire weekend. This entire week has just been a lot, from doing like tapings for my show, kind of behind the scenes stuff.
I'm excited.
Scheduling for the month of March. Planning my sister's birthday party. I don't know. I'm very good with time management. Like, I take pride in knowing that if I have 15 minutes of time, it'll be used.
Yeah.
Like, my time management skills are A1, I'd like to say. But
that's really good. And look, and I'm just saying, like, really quick, before, like, if you need any help, you know, this is what I like to do. And I've told you, I want to help you whatever your brand. I would love to help you, be a part of it.
And I'll gladly find you a role right now.
I promise you, real quick.
Because I've never really had a team before. I've always, you know, people meet me and they're like, you know, what do you do? You know, what's your job? You know, and, you know, in the communications field, it's just so hard to pinpoint one thing. Like, I've done event coordinating. I've done editing. I'm in front of the camera now. This is a whole new, like, concept to me. But I've never really had a team because I don't trust people with my vision. But you're someone that I would know understands my vision. You know what I mean?
I understand. I truly understand. And
you met me before I started doing my show, so you know who I am without, you know, talking about the gift of gab. Let's talk about when we met. It's like
let's talk about it. So, fuck, how do we meet?
He said put his ass to work. Who's Carl Perry?
Who's Carl Perry? Put me to work. Let him know. Guys, I will work. If
I know you will.
If you need a social media, whatever. Like,
that's a good idea.
Like, just, you know, just because sometimes what I've noticed, lately what I've been doing, I've been looking at people's vlogs. Like, I've been looking at B. Simone's, like, vlogs on her Instagram. Like, sometimes she's busy doing things.
And she don't have time to update that.
Yeah, she needs somebody to do something for her. Like, I'm quick, real quick.
Okay, Jerrel, look, you're going to leave this live. We're going to be working.
I promise. Look, shit good. So,
well, why don't you tell them what you do? What some of the things you like to do, what you do? I know you work with kids.
I work with kids. Well, I started in hospitality. I worked with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right.
I was the marketing manager. I was the regional. I was training manager. I used to travel, train, open up Buffalo Wild Wings. Gabby worked out of Buffalo Wild Wings, but it's funny, we never met.
We did it, yeah. You opened the one that I started at in Frederick.
Yep, in Frederick, opened her store.
That's so crazy.
As a person who just followed me on Instagram, DJ, I forget his name. I think his name is DJ. I can't remember. I think he was a CGR. I'm not sure. But
not a CGR. Sure.
I know. I was in charge of the CGRs. So then I was doing like that hospitality. I left hospitality and I started working with kids. But eventually, you know, I love hospitality. Something about
I know
hospitality
you do. Yeah.
and like that nightlife. I love that. Like it drives me. Like
the energy.
Matter of fact, I was just at Chipotle the other day, getting orders for my sister, and I was thinking these people are overwhelmed. They don't know what to do. I wanted to go back there and help them so
You
bad.
flourish in things like that.
Yeah. And
yeah, I do too.
It was new people too. I was like, hold on.
You can smell the new.
I asked him when I went up to get my, you know, when the first person, white rice or brown rice, I said, are you new? Because first of all, you take your time. I said, white rice, you're in a rush. It's 7 o'clock. It's a dinner rush.
It's the dinner rush. You got to get ready.
Come on, let's go. And then the bitch in the back, excuse me.
White or brown, black or pinto.
I
can see you getting back into hospitality, especially because like you and I, we used to go out a lot, and that's the one thing I liked about you is not just going out, but like you're very personable, and that you know sometimes in DC people can be very to themselves, which I don't really mesh with. That's why sometimes I feel like a starfish. I don't know. I feel like out of my element because I'm like, am I doing too much? But then it's like I like to talk and get to know people. I really want to know your story. That's like people. You meet them, they're just like...
Because there's a lot of stuck up... You know how DC is. There's a lot of stuck up people in DC.
It's a lot, yeah. And
it's really a scene. So I'm the type of people who's watching. I'm the type... I know a lot of people, but I don't like to let it be known. I like to... And you see me. When I come... I like to be in the cut. And
I know you do.
Don't talk about hookah, I'm good. Now, if it's a table, I'll go to the table. But my only thing is the cover charge. Don't let me pay no cover charge. I know. That's rude as shit. Don't let me pay no cover charge.
Let's end that when COVID's done. Let's end cover charges. Let's just get lit and go to the bar. We're going to spend money, okay? The money will be at the bar. I'm not trying to spend $20 to get in, and which I'm not. I'm sorry, you know. Yeah. 20 to get in, and then I don't mind spending money on drinks. I don't depend on men to buy me drinks. If I want to go to the bar and get drunk, I'm going to make sure I have money to get drunk. Like
same.
So, you know, I'll spend that 15 to 17 on a nice Patron and pineapple. But I'm not trying to spend that plus a cover.
And what do I get? I don't even get Patron. I said, get the realest tequila you got.
You get the bottom of the barrel, but you know what? You make it work.
I'm good. I'm going to take, because it brings back to like my Buffalo Wild Wings days. Like, first of all, bartenders, let's be straight up. Bartenders, we know the tricks. If you're sitting in another area of the dining room and you want a Patron margarita, I promise you, you're not getting Patron.
You're not getting Patron.
You're gonna get the real tequila.
You might get 1800
Patron. Because we're talking about our bar calls now.
Yeah, you're right.
When I give you fucking Patron and you across the hall, and now if you're sitting at the actual bar, then I'm gonna give you the Patron. But if
honey, you want hall, because they're gonna see you pour it.
Yeah, they want to see you pour it. This is what I used to tell them: put that real tequila in, top it off with Patron, pour a little Patron down the straw, and serve that drink.
Do y'all hear this?
I promise you. I promise y'all. You understand.
Look, someone said, make sure you have your Lyft driver ready. I'm dead.
I'm the best Uber driver. I'm a 4.98.
Yeah, I'll say you drive Lyft, not Uber?
Uber. Yeah, I do Uber, yeah.
You do Uber?
It's my little part-time. I really enjoy Uber. I really do.
So tell me, what's one of the wildest stories since you've been an Uber driver?
Okay, okay.
It could be like a conversation. It could just be a weird, like someone weird.
I got one story. It just happened last year. I picked up a couple, right? I can't remember where it was, but I took them to the Four Seasons in the Georgetown. I want to say I picked them up. I think you know Ocean Air, that restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say it was there, and I took them. So it was an older guy, maybe 60 to 74.
That's real specific, but go on.
Yeah, he was a little older, and there was a younger lady. So they got in the car, all, you know, lovey-dovey, kissing and shit like that in back seat. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, as a couple. I had my little Adele station on, because, you know, they were Caucasian. And so I'm just driving down the street. And then all I know, his phone rang. He said, hold on, I got to get this.
It's my wife.
She's still kissing on his neck. So he picked up the phone. Hey, baby, what's going on? It's the nigga's wife. It's the dude's wife.
And you were like,
So I was like, okay, all right, this is cool. All right, let me speak to my kids. So he was in town in D.C. for a business trip, meeting up with his hoe.
Not the hoe. She's the hoe. Nice.
Right, they're straight up from block. From what's that joint? What was that joint called? I forget the name. Not Craigslist. What was I forget the other one.
What's the other one? I said the Craigslist killer. That's what came to my mind. That's an even.
Look, it was a
what back page?
That's what it was. Back page. It was a whole
Here's the back page.
So.
The good old days.
So I'm just thinking like, wow.
Look, OnlyFans too. You could have honestly extorted him and been like, yeah, I have your name. I know who you are. I'm telling your wife. You need to tip me $50 tonight.
She was still kissed up on him while he was literally on the phone. I'm like, wow.
He gonna get his karma, boo.
It's all right.
That sounds fun though. Okay. Has anyone tried to attack you?
I see it all in my Uber. I see it all.
Has anyone tried to attack you?
No, that's one thing I haven't. I never felt my life was in danger, like at all.
You know what? That's good. I'm gonna be serious about that one.
Yeah, I've been doing Uber now for 4 years. I've never.
It's been 4 years?
Yeah, I've been doing it for 4 years.
Okay, that's a nice. And I know you probably make a nice chunk of change.
Yeah, it's my good weekend extra catch up with bills type money.
Okay, that's good.
Like a lot of people think that I do it full time, but I really don't. I do it after work, or I'll do it on the weekends.
That's what I used to do. I would clean houses, and I'm very open about that. Like, I have this app called Handy, and literally it'll tell you where to go, how much you're making, where you're cleaning. Sometimes it says go to the doorman.
Yeah.
And he'll give you the key, and then you go in and just clean their house and then leave. You don't even have to interact with them. And I'll get like $150 for a cleaning and be there for an hour and a half.
Yeah. I enjoy listening to people's conversations, especially people on the hill. I be hearing some stuff.
You'd be like,
and that's what I do. So that's why I pretend when I tell people, like, if you don't talk to me, I'm not talking to you. Because I'm pretending there's a brick wall between us. Like, you remember the old days with the window that go up? That's how I pretend. I'm just doing my thing. Now, if some shit popped off, then I'm going to be eavesdropping. I'll be listening. I might put my music down. But, you know, I've had some cool stories. It's been some cool people. I've been to the White House.
Oh, wow.
It was the week of this when Donald got elected. It was the week of his inauguration. I know. It was a guy that I picked up. It was it was one of them balls. Oh. And so the address was like, because like you don't know where you're going until you actually start the trip. So the address address said unknown. So the guy said, just follow my directions and we'll take you there. Next thing I know, I'm at the front gate. The dogs had to go around my car. They had to take my ID.
Oh, I would have failed because I would have had some gas in my car.
And that's the thing, because for Uber, you don't know who's leaving shit in your car.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily, nobody left shit in my car. I've gotten so many phone chargers, AirPods, fucking.
Has anyone left? No one's left a phone?
People left phones, wallets, everything.
Their dignity.
I promise you. Look, then there's one time I did the day after New Year's Eve, and I was like, yo, you poor thing. You just don't know. You look like you've been through yesterday.
You're like, honey, are you okay? Do you want a water?
You okay? Like, are you all right? Like, I'm confused. And she looked a mess. She looked like yesterday.
I'm guilty of that, so I can't even say nothing. All I know is that I've had a few nights like that. My Uber drivers, I've said sorry so many times. I'm like, sir, can you pull over? I'm about to throw up. I don't want to throw up in your car.
And I will push
like,
that
all right,
button.
bet.
That's a quick $150 on your credit card.
I'm not going to talk about it, but I had that charge recently, so I woke up. I said my Uber was $150, and I saw what the charge was for, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry to my Uber driver if you're watching this.
It's all right. We understand.
Let everyone know you're signing with Dad.
Who's that?
My dad with his big old mouth.
That was your fault. I told my dad, because your dad's an alpha, right?
My dad's an alpha A. Your dad's an alpha.
Yeah, from Bowie State University.
Yeah, I see that. I think I told my dad. My dad went to Ohio University. I always thought he went to Ohio State with the red, but he didn't. He went to Ohio University.
Gotcha, okay.
But my dad, what is it, 1906, 1908, one of those years.
That's my dad's, is December 4th, 1906.
Oh, God, my entire life. My first step show, I was in 8th grade, and I went with my dad, and they were stepping to Yeah by Usher.
Okay, because it was Ohio.
Oh, because it was Ohio.
I think that's why.
Eddie.
Maybe it's Ohio.
Look, Bolo.
Man, I'm so happy.
Look, I have a couple of things on my list.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the Golden Globes because the Golden Globes are tonight. And I'm actually really excited about some of the people that are nominated because, you know, sometimes when I watch Black films, movies, shows, I feel like I'm like an animal that's thankful to have like a little piece. Like, oh my God, thank you so much for making this Black piece of art. Because there's not that much of it. We still have a long way to go. I'd say to overthrow Hollywood with Blackness.
Definitely. No,
but
definitely.
I have a lot of people on this list that I wanted to talk about, but I'm gonna come to that in a second.
Okay,
but I did want to talk about a couple of things, entertainment, a little gossipy, because your girl can gossip a little bit.
I love gossip. Shout out to Wendy Williams.
Look, his ears perked up.
I'm a huge Wendy Williams fan. Shout out to Wendy Williams.
Honey, did you see the movie?
I promise you. I saw the movie.
I have an article written right now in my drafts that I'm posting later this week about the movie. That movie was amazing.
Amazing.
I cried my eyes out.
I like the documentary more.
I didn't get to watch the documentary.
Oh.
But I do want to catch it.
I watch, if all my friends know, everybody know, I literally watch Wendy Williams. I've been watching Wendy Williams since her 6-week sneak peek every day.
Really?
I watch every episode. And I watch it either.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
Good.
Look,
I love her.
I'm just happy for her. Like
I'm very happy for her. After watching the movie, I didn't know that much about Wendy Williams. I know she's had freakouts on her show. Yeah. I looked up to her because she was a Black woman that had a syndicated talk show. So, that's respect, period. Whether you like Wendy Williams, she talks trash. I don't know any Black woman that does what she does. So, I'm going to give it to Wendy Williams.
For her to actually say what people are thinking.
I want to do that, but I'd be scared because you make a lot of enemies doing things like that.
Sometimes that's why you got to get security. you got to get somebody. And I don't know if you know, it's a guy named Jason Lee. He's with Hollywood Unlocked.
Hollywood Unlocked, boo. I love me some Jason Lee now.
Man, and I think Jason Lee is about to become the next. He
is like Wendy Williams because Jason Lee does not give a F. Jason Lee, I'm going to tag you in this video. Maybe you're looking for a staff writer or something. I'm available, okay?
And I'm down for some tea. I'm going to be a Gabby's assistant. I'm part of her team now.
Can you please? I'm not too demanding. But I watched an interview with Jason Lee. He did it with, I don't know if you know No Jumper.
No Jumper, no.
Check it out on YouTube. It's just a podcast with Adam. Is it Adam 22? And it's basically just a very raw interview process. And Jason
I like how raw he is.
Yeah, he is. If you get Jason Lee on camera, he does not give a fuck.
Now he has calmed down because
he has
with iHeartRadio. Because you got to kind of calm down.
You do. Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to do things like that to level up.
But I love it because he asked the questions that we're asking. I don't give a fuck about this. I want to know. Okay,
I want to know what's going on. Your man's
we saw you at Abigail with this bitch, and now you were at Rose Bar with this other bitch. What's going on?
Who was that?
I want to know shit like that.
And then you get them shifting in their seats a little bit, and it's like, all right, I might as well just tell them the truth real quick. And when you put people on their toes, they have no choice but to kind of embellish, lie, or just tell you the truth.
Unless you got a good PR team.
Oh, and that's something that I wanted to talk about was PR teams because, there's so many of these rappers or even actors, singers, none of them have training. And you can tell when they do interviews, I watch them sometimes and I'm like Kodak Black. He just did a speech at Parkland High, the shootings, the school that had all the shootings. And he was on stage. He said he donated a lot of money, which I'm thankful for, thanks for kids to have scholarships and shit. He said, I just want to thank, here's the money. And I'm like,
crazy. Are
you serious? Y'all really let him go on stage and not even have a script?
First of all, look at the camera.
Yeah.
And again, you got to gauge your audience. Like, you got to.
And he's just looking down, and I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, you need to have confidence and articulate. I'm not saying you need to be the most, wordy, but, niggas say it with your chest.
Articulate, yeah.
Thank you.
Like, believe what you're saying. Like,
I don't believe what you're saying. I'm not believing what you're selling, boo.
I don't give a fuck.
Look, I'm about to have you on here once a month. What's up?
Do it.
Okay, wait. Okay, so I wanted to talk about, all right, the 2 divorces that are going on in Hollywood right now. Go.
Okay. What was the question?
I know who's getting divorced. There's 2 sets of couples that have filed this week.
Let's talk about the big one. Let's talk about Kim and Kanye. So first of all all my friends, people be hating me, and I'm sure people hate on me. I'm a big Kardashian fan.
I'm a huge Kardashian fan.
I love everything Kardashians, Jenner.
I love that they suck men in and tangle them in their webs. That's what they do. I love it too.
Kris Jenner is a genius mother. I would say they are the first family as of right now of the United
States. I believe, because we don't have royalty in America, so our royalty is the Kardashians.
It's the Kardashians, and I hate to say it. Shout out to Beyonce and all of them. Fuck them, but it's Kardashians.
It's Kardashians.
So for the Kim and Kanye, first of all, I knew they were going to get divorced.
I did
in my head, at one point I did say, okay, maybe this might be a little love, but then I was thinking, no, this is a business. It's a business for me.
I believe that it's a business, but then I also think of it as because who filed for it? Was it Kim or Kanye?
Kim filed it.
Okay, so I feel like from her point of view, like Kanye being diagnosed, okay, he has a mental illness. You know, I don't want to talk too much about that, but I know that it played a factor in their marriage. And I know that when he did that speech when he was running for president,
he
said, you know, Kim, she almost killed our first baby. Oh, North, you were almost aborted. I'm like.
So for me, okay, real quick. So for me, the PR team, why is he saying this?
Where are they? But when it comes to Kanye, as a PR person myself, that's a risky take to have him as a client. If you are doing PR for Kanye, you better be good because you know what type of person he is. He can't just have any type of PR. Hell no, he's a liability. I'm sorry.
I get it. Okay, I get it. Now that you say it like
so he may have a PR team. They may have had a whole script written for him. This is what you're going to say point for point. You're running for president. This isn't just a ramble after a show. This is a presidential race. He could have had all this together and went like this. Psh.
Real quick. And I'm sure he had a little Hennessy and some other things, but I knew that I always knew they would get a divorce. I just hope it's a clean divorce. I do too. I hope it's not dragged on like
I do too.
With Dr. Dre, his wife.
I know, but she sounds a little petty. But I don't know what he did on his side, but she sounds real.
She's petty, but Dr. Dre he's not no innocent.
He seems like a dirty dog.
He's a dirty bitch. I don't even know what else to say. but the thing is, it's the power. It's the power. It's the money.
It is the power.
Dr. Dre has so
Did you hear the snippet of the new song he put out?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He said, what did he say?
I can't remember. I was just going with the camera. I was going with
something about a petty, something about money. Just basically talking about his ex being, you know, a greedy bitch. I mean. But with Kanye and Kim, I thought it was inevitable. I thought, you know, I know Kim loves him hard, and Kim's the type of woman I can relate to her. I'm not about to have no nigga in the spotlight with me that I do not love. If I don't love you, you will not be in front of these cameras with me. You will not be seen on red carpets with me. You will be at home waiting for me to come home.
I promise you.
For her to go out there and do as much as she did with him.
When she was married with Chris Humphries and like the Reggie Bush.
She cites that. Yeah, she cites that.
But like,
and you know what? Wendy Williams, she said it best. She said it on her show. I think on Monday she did an episode about Kim, about her Hot Topics. It was on Bolo.
Yeah. And it was the Kardashians. Yep. Bolo.
I had to throw that in. So it was with Bolo and it was with Kim K. And she said it very well. She said, Kim is a businesswoman, like you said.
I love it.
She will get married again. Someone will come in, love her and all her children. Someone's going to love Kim and she's going to love them. Kim will get married again. And I said, you know what? I definitely believe it.
I believe she will get married again too. And I feel like her life is so planned out, so planned on TV.
It's so planned out.
It's funny how like the last season of the Kardashians about to be for her divorce with Kanye. Well, what people don't know, I don't know what people might know, they're leaving E, but they're going to what's the other network?
Bravo?
No, it's not Bravo. What the fuck is that? They just had a multi-deal. It's something. I can't remember. But they're leaving E. And they're
leaving E?
I gotta Google.
I didn't even know that. Are you serious? That's like monumental because they have like almost a 15-year deal, like contract deal that they've had going on, relationship.
Yeah, somebody said yes. Yeah, I can't remember they talked about
Dad, how do you know?
I can't believe I don't know that.
The show is scripted. We know it's scripted. We love it. We still like to see drama.
Let me do a behind the scenes of reality show. So, once upon a time ago, I was about to be on a show called The Biggest Loser.
Were you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Before I did my.
I used to watch that with my mom.
It was for season 10. I went to like the callbacks. I mean, I went to the auditions, was at the convention center. I made all the callbacks. I had to do like on air like confessionals with the producers. I had to sign contracts. I knew how much I was getting paid. I knew all that. But it was just the fact that they picked me over somebody else. And then so one of the questions, so when you think of Biggest Loser, you think of is a show that helps people lose weight, da-da-da.
Like inspiration,
I will never forget, one of the questions was, because everybody know about Jillian, the trainer, the meme. Yeah. They said, hey, if we put you in this situation with Jillian, how would you react, da-da-da. I'm like, what? I don't know. It caught me off guard. I thought the show was about, saving your life. I'm fat. My I'm just trying to think like, all right, bet. Okay, I'm going to act like I am. The bitch going to disrespect. At that point, I was like, okay, I know what this is for. This is for TV. I'm going to show out for TV.
You will. You have to show out. Yeah.
You have to. So that's what made me think like, okay, these shows, yeah, there's not, I don't think it's, I wouldn't say scripted.
I don't think they're scripted, but they have like a guideline.
Yeah, you're placed in situations.
Definitely. Hulu. I definitely believe you were placed in situations. And how you acted on it is how like they want the audience to see it or whatever.
Yeah. So that was my little fight.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that.
And I tried out for the Real World DC too.
You did?
Yeah, the house, because the house is right there by Gazuza Lounge in our little area, off of S and it's off of S Street. It's over there it's right behind Gazuza. Those houses, the Real World house.
Oh shit!
They changed it to like a business building now.
That sounds like DC.
But what I think they should do, because the season didn't get, because it was all a certain type of people, and they didn't get like what they should have did for DC.
I know. I remember that season and being like, "That's DC."
It was
like that's what y'all want DC to be represented as.
Yeah, they stayed in DuPont.
Did you see that skit with Dave Chappelle, The Real World?
Yeah,
that's my favorite skit by him.
I really want to do The Real World. I was like, because they don't have nobody like me, a fat black.
Yeah, definitely.
It's always skinny, pretty people. Like, and I just feel like. You need somebody like, I just think you need somebody like me.
How much weight did you lose?
I've lost 100 and I know I lost over 100 pounds.
That's me. Pounds. You lost me and then like 50 more pounds.
Yeah. I got
Holy smokes.
Got it to my neck.
You look really good because I remember seeing your old pictures at Buffalo Wild Wings. And what were you, if you don't mind me asking, what were you at your largest weight?
The heaviest I was 375.
What?
Like heaviest, yeah. And then
you look nothing like that today.
Oh, I look like a whole.
You look like a whole.
Like, I look younger.
You look great.
Thank you.
Look at you. I think look, I was trying to slide in Bolo there.
Bolo, you already took a sip. Thank you so much. Somebody say congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, you definitely look really good from the pictures that I had seen you, even from when I first met you. I mean, everyone's always changing, but I'm like, I could see the change. And I feel like you've always been the same person. I didn't know you then. Yeah, but I know you now.
Because I don't put funny videos up like I used to, because I don't know. I feel like
my dad said, damn.
I know. Look, okay. I'm still the person. I'm just goofy. I don't consider myself.
You're just goofy. What's your sign? What's your sign?
Aquarius.
Really?
What does that mean? Somebody tell me. What does that mean?
I don't know. My mom's an Aquarius. They're logical, smart people. I'll say that. I feel like whenever I've met an Aquarius, they don't like to think with like their heart. They like to think with their mind. Does that make sense? Look, you're like, that's not me, because I love love.
I know for sure. Like, I know for some of the things I've seen, Aquarius, I get overwhelmed really quick. I get overwhelmed. Like, even let's say something simple as a liquor store. If I go to the liquor store, I get
at a liquor store.
It's too much to do. That's why when I go inside of a lounge, whatever, I know what I want.
Oh, you go straight to what you want. Yes, so there's no confusion.
Because I'll be confused. I get overwhelmed. And another thing about Aquarius, I guess we're both, I guess, want to be a part of the party, but we also want to be by ourselves as well.
Yeah, I'm an Aries. I'm like this.
Yeah, like it's been times that like I'll want to be a part of the party, but I'll be real quick to be like, all right, well, I'm about to roll out.
I'm about to head out.
Yeah, it's just me. Like I gotta be on the move.
Good job of the weight loss. Oh, nice.
Thank you.
That's why you have to audition for these shows. Okay, I checked. It's Hulu. Oh, thank you. It's Hulu. That's Hulu.
Hulu.
Wow.
Yeah,
so Hulu and the Kardashians are gonna link up. You know, Hulu's really been doing the damn thing. Hulu's been stepping up their content.
I
watch
saw
Hulu more than I watch Netflix.
Me too.
Yeah, because Netflix...
It's some shows, see, for me, like I said, I get overwhelmed with Netflix.
It's overwhelming, yeah.
I don't know what to watch.
I
just watched a show on Netflix called Lupin.
Duh, I love Lupin. He's the gentleman thief.
I'm waiting for part 2. I don't want to say that, I don't know.
It's coming out later this year.
Yeah, and I'm excited because it's amazing, like, what he could do. He's smart.
He's so awesome. Like, he's not a criminal. I do not consider what he does. He's not a criminal. He's just like a very smart. Yeah, he knows how to work the game. I don't see him stealing. I don't see him being a bad person. He really just does things to benefit himself, which may not be morally correct. But I don't see him in these streets, like, you know, doing criminal activity. So
he's a smart.
He's a smart guy.
Ready for part 2.
So, you know, quick thing on that. So I did some research on Lupin after I watched the show, and I'm like, yo, I love this guy. You know, it's originally a white man. That's the story that was told in France. You know, it was a white gentleman thief. So when I watched it, you know, there's some roles where they changed the color of someone, like Annie. They made her black. And I'm like, wow, okay. I mean, I'm here for black representation. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, if it ain't broke, you know, don't fix it.
Don't fix it, yeah.
Yeah, so when I watch Lupin, it's one of those things where I never knew that he was supposed to be a white character. His race had nothing to do with the impact of the show. Like, him being black had nothing to do with the show. But I like that they had a black man being the main character without having it to be an entire thing around his race.
Main character. Like, he's the main character.
He's the main character.
And I appreciate that. And he's like a strong, like, he's a main.
He's strong.
And I like that he's unknown.
I definitely had a few dreams about him. I'm not going to lie.
Sometimes, you know, it might happen.
A guy that played Lupin.
If you leave the club, you might say, okay, well, this person there.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you, because this is on my list. So for the Golden Globes, I'm low-key blown, low-key not. But did you watch I Care a Lot on Netflix?
You said which one?
It's called I Care a Lot. It just came out last week.
I haven't watched it. There's a couple shows on my Netflix I'm trying to watch. I'm sorry.
So it's a movie. It just came out, and it's like about this. I know people watching it are going to be like, what the hell? It's about this woman who, you know, I don't know how to put it into words, but she, like, basically did a lot of old people dirty as hell.
You say, what is I Care for You?
I Care a Lot.
It's the one, wasn't she in Gone
Girl? She's from the movie Gone Girl.
Yes, the crazy white girl. Yeah, so I just saw the trailer. It's funny. We have to work together. I was watching the trailer. I'm like, okay, I was Googling what's the hot shit, right?
Oh, and
I saw the trailer. And I saw, like, oh, this bitch is crazy, because first of all, she was crazy on Gone Girl.
Yeah, she's just like how she was on Gone Girl in I Care a Lot. She's crazy, and she wrapped up the story really well. But that's nominated for a Golden Globe, and it just came out a week ago.
What I just saw last night, I watched half of it, is the Billie Holiday movie with Andre Day.
It's versus America or United States. How'd you like it?
So I saw the first half of it. I fell asleep. I was watching the new edition thing on BET, but I watched it. First of all, Andre Day was perfect. I know, shout out to Diana Ross, who played Billie Holiday back in the day.
Yeah.
Andre Day, she was made for that.
She's beautiful, yeah.
And so I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. She had to lose. She lost 40 pounds, and she said the way she lost 40 pounds was she was on a diet, but the 2 weeks prior to, like, actually filming, she starved herself because she didn't want to seem the 40 pounds was lost. Like, she didn't want to look fit.
Like ill?
Yeah, she wanted to look ill because Billie Holiday was.
She wanted it to be a fast weight loss.
Billie Holiday was addicted to heroin. And
wow.
I didn't know. So she started smoking cigarettes. So I'm gonna watch the part that I missed, but they fucked her over.
Really? I don't know I know Billie Holiday. I don't know the history behind her career.
So it was a song called Strange Fruit. The movie's about the song called
Strange Fruit.
Which I didn't realize.
Kanye did a snippet of it in his song. Strange fruits on the trees. I didn't know that was Billie Holiday.
Like the whites, oh, maybe I should say it like that. The white people, they didn't want her to sing the song because the song is about lynching.
It's about lynching, yeah.
It's about lynching. So they didn't want, she started singing the song. The government didn't want her to sing that song. So the government was like, we can't arrest her for singing a song. So they knew she had a heroin problem. So that's how they got her. And the guy that I guess that's why I got to go back. I don't want to tell too much, but I got to go back.
This sounds interesting. I didn't know that.
It was a guy that, and I was Googling everybody, Wikipedia, everybody. The guy that brought her down, he was trying to portray his love to her. Found out that he was an undercover FBI the whole entire time. God damn it.
Was he Caucasian?
No, he was a whole African American. Whole African American.
He wasn't Bolo.
Oh, he was an old Bolo.
Bolo would never. And his fake Chanel.
First of all, Bolo, I hope Bolo got his deposit first. And Bolo should got his money. Because let me tell you, Gabby, if we ever do an event together, you have to get your money first.
Duh. He got flued out, and then they threw $4K on him.
$4K?
Candy said, "Oh, I just got $4,000 out the bank. There's some money for y'all."
How do you do that? Not the ATM. You gotta go inside.
I said, you know what? Let me take a stack for rent next month.
I'm from Bolo.
Bolo. Everyone's probably gonna Google Bolo.
Watch Housewives of Atlanta tonight at 8:00 on Bravo. Shout out to Andy Bro.
Hey.
Well, no, because I was gonna say they need to do a DC one, but Potomac is taking place.
Yeah, Potomac. You know, I actually got to work with the women of Potomac. I did. I helped an event coordinator do an event. This was the end of 2019, but I got to work with. Sorry.
You said the season before, the season that just happened. Or
so it wasn't on the show.
Okay.
But it was like in May of 2019. But I got to work with Giselle, and I got to write a speech for Candace. And Candace. If you're watching this, Candace Dillard, she is a very sweet woman. She is very nice.
I like
in person, she is nice. She has the pageant smile, but Giselle.
Do you like Giselle?
I said, Giselle, it's time to go to the stage. You know, I'm in all black. I'm a behind the scenes person. Yeah. I'm going to be there in a minute. Yeah, no, we need you now because we're on a time limit. There's called a production schedule. We need you now. She said, okay, yeah, I'll be there. I'm like.
It got to her hair. I think this shit got to her Giselle's hair. Because if you look at first season, first of all, her hair.
She wasn't like that.
She was really, her weave was bad. So that means, if your weave bad, you don't give a fuck. So now that she got new hairstyle.
That was pushed back right here.
You remember, so now this past
we know Karen from back in the day.
Man, I like, what's the other girl's name? I like Karen. I like Ashley.
I love Karen. She's the, what is it, LaDon Grom? She's like the... That's what I think of, like a grown ass like woman. I think of Karen. I don't think of Giselle or Robin. I'm sorry. And I think of Candace when I think of a classy woman my age.
Yeah.
Because they have it down packed. But Karen, that is to me what a woman is like supposed to be. Just kind of on her shit, and she doesn't take anything from anyone.
And she will let you know. Quick,
and she will. And if you get her effed up, then she gonna let you know in a very nice way, and she don't have to throw hands.
Yeah, because she don't really yell.
She doesn't yell.
Her husband got money. They got money. So
not Ray.
A Uber fact. So it was one time. This was like 2-3 years ago. I was Ubering in Potomac area. It was an old little white lady. Because the old little white lady, I was driving her. She said, "Oh my God, you was very nice. Normally your kind is not that nice. I promise you. I swear to God. I told my mom. I told my parents and everything."
I'm surprised she didn't call you a Negro.
I know. She was really old. I was taking her to the country club. She was having lunch with her friends.
I don't blame people like that. They're in their own
huge house. It was ignorant. She did the way
she's ignorant.
Yeah, it was. The way she said it was not the great.
It wasn't mean, she's just saying your kind's normally mean, so you're real nice.
So she think about so she said. So I asked about this is when Potomac was like getting, out on the scene. I said, "What do you think about the Potomac Housewives?" She said, "Oh, these girls. We don't claim those girls. They don't really live in Potomac."
I do think it was a very interesting concept to have the Potomac cast be black. I would have never thought that they would make a Potomac cast black ever. Whoever thought of that, if you were in the room, shout out to you because Potomac's white. I mean, I'm sorry, that's what it is.
Straight up.
And y'all found some bum ass black women to be on the show, and they may not all live
my high school, we used to play is a school out in Potomac called Bullis High School. Mm-hmm. We used to play football, and that was an all white. That was a rich white school. So that's all I think about.
They probably seen you and been like,
I was like, oh.
Shout out to the all black cast. Real Housewives of Potomac and Atlanta. Hopefully we'll have another Real Housewives with some more black sprinkled in. Not like Mary from Salt Lake. Or no. Is that Salt Lake? Yeah.
So I haven't watched Salt Lake yet. I don't think
I only watched the first 2 episodes and I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not invested into it.
I just don't like what they look like.
I was invested to the Housewives of OC last season.
Duh.
Because when that was my first time really watching it, because of Garcelle, Fancy from Jamie Foxx.
I love Garcelle. I love that they added her.
She fit in.
I love Garcelle. Shout out to Garcelle. Yeah.
She fit in perfect.
She fits in very well. And I like that it's not emphasized on her race. Like I said, I love to have representation, but I don't want every conversation to be brought up. So you're black. Oh, so like, what do you do for black people? Like black. And it's like, okay, we get it. She's black. I'm very thankful that she's on the show, but like, can we move on? Like, she's a woman first and foremost.
And she's establishing this. She's been around.
She's established.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the New York seasons? That's my favorite season.
I haven't. I never really got into New York.
New York is out of all the housewives, Ramona Singer, you are my favorite housewife.
That's the dark one. She be getting fucked up.
Ramona Singer is the best housewife ever. I'm sorry.
What about Jersey?
I used to watch it when they first started, maybe the first and second season, but I'm from Jersey. Like, my whole family's from Jersey, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to hear Jersey accents, nor do I want to see straight men.
Look, let me tell you, I love Jersey, New York accent. That's my favorite accent is a New York accent.
Joyzy.
Huh?
Joyzy?
I'll say Jersey. I'll say, can I get some barbecue sauce or some coffee?
Not the barbecue sauce.
Some barbecue
How about
sauce.
Old Bay?
Like, what do you mean? Like, man, it's bad brick city out here, man.
Can you give me some more wine? Look, I need a little fill up. I love that we can talk. I need this. I need to be able to, like...
I've had a bad... These past 2 days, it's been a lot. And
well, I'm glad you feel better. I'm glad you were able to join and be able to talk.
This is what I needed. This is definitely what I needed. Like, you have no idea what...
And you were the person that I thought of, because I'm like, Jerrel, so look, it's almost been an hour.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I
know. All right, go to your notepad. Let's do like
I know, yeah. I'm sorry, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
I hope you guys are enjoying it, too. And can you save this and send it to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my page. I'm gonna. I have an app where I can download all my lives, and I'll send it to you.
Cool. Cool.
Thank you to everyone that's still watching. Who cares? Cool. Thanks. Okay, so we wanted to get into the Golden Globes because I don't know if you had read, because I know you said you were going to look up in some stuff with the Golden Globes, but there is a lot of controversy behind the group that like leads the Golden Globes. It's called the HF. The HF. I didn't write it down. The HF something. It's like the Human Foreign Press Association. HFPA. Yeah. So
I felt it. That was it.
Yeah, so basically, you know, I like that the hashtag a lot of times is time's up. Time's up. It's time to get the white patriarchy out of all these things. Like,
I promise you.
So people don't realize the Golden Globes, you're not going online to vote. This isn't like the MTV Awards where you get an opinion. These are things that your fellow journalists and broadcasters, whoever, decide they think is good content. So I'm going through the nominations. I said, okay, cool, black. Okay, I like this movie. It's not black, but cool, good recognition. Okay, scroll down a lot more. Oh, another one black. So I tallied them, and there's only nomination-wise, I think there's only 20 nominations. I don't want to say how many nominations are in total. I think there's like 22 categories type, which is crazy to me. But one of the biggest ones that I'm super excited about is Regina King. I've been a fan of Regina King since she started acting like way back in the day, and now and now Regina King is being nominated for Best Director. Period. Doesn't matter male, female, nothing.
For the Miami, the one out in Miami.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, shout out to Regina
has to
King.
Win that. I need her. I need for the culture.
I need it for the culture. That's a soundbite right there.
Because for your first time directing a movie and you're getting nominated for a Golden Globe,
and you're getting nominated for a Golden Globe. That's crazy to me. Like, I'm super excited for her. Another nominee for Best Motion Picture Drama is The Trial of the Chicago 7, and that was directed by Aaron Sorkin, which is still awesome that, you know, we have a black film, not directed by a black director.
Did you see that?
I didn't see it. I didn't see that or One Night in Miami.
I wanted to watch. Those were like on my list to watch.
They're on my list to watch.
The 7, but I haven't watched it. But I know the story. And for the culture, it needs to win. For what
It
it's
needs to
about.
win, exactly. And a lot of the sites that I read said that they think their prediction is that it's going to win. So fingers crossed. Excuse me, that they're able to. I'm thankful that they're even in these rooms, that we're in these rooms to be able to be nominated, which, like I said to the analogy earlier, is like I feel like a dog that's like thankful for a scrap of food. Like I'm like excited that we're nominated, but it's just still not enough. But it's not enough. And I'm just like, okay, well, this is a start. Okay, so another one I saw was Best Actor Drama. Who do you think that is?
Hold on, you got my laptop right here. Best Actor Drama.
You can't Google it, but he's passed.
Chadwick.
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
Chadwick, got to get it.
Yeah, Chadwick. So Chadwick, he actually is nominated for. Did I write this down?
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah. So he's nominated for that Ma Rainey Black Bottom, and they think that
good movie.
I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it.
Somebody said that was a good movie.
All I've heard is that it was amazing. Like I've heard nothing but good.
And let's say, I'm sorry that he never even passed. They said the movie was, regardless, it was best.
Yeah, regardless. And I'm glad that they're not nominating him because he passed.
And I heard like they didn't even know he was sick.
Nobody knew he was sick. He just looked sick.
Crazy.
But the media is petty.
I just remember even the episode of Wendy Williams. They put a picture of him, and I would say, like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
That's
that he was sick.
Chadwick is awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. Chadwick. Who's that? Oh, yeah, Chadwick. He's awesome.
Okay, so Best Actress Drama. And these are all black, so duh. Who do you think is the best actress for drama that's a black woman?
Best Actress Drama. Who's the, it got to be Viola.
You're irky.
But look, let me say, now I'm looking at it. It says Viola and Andra Day. I'm trying
exactly. Yeah, she got nominated too.
I want Andra Day to win.
Yeah, definitely.
Billie Holiday.
I know. I need to see that film. I feel bad for not watching it yet. Okay, so The Trial of Chicago 7, they got nominated 5 times. One Night in Miami 3 times. Ma's Rainey Black Bottom twice. And Soul, the animated movie, it got nominated twice.
Did you see
I didn't. I don't have Disney Plus.
People said it was good.
I'm just not into kids movies.
Yeah, I know, because I just got into kids movies because what I do. But
oh yeah,
I want to see it. They said it was actually a good movie.
They did.
Saying, if you think about it, like for black, I read somewhere on Twitter or something, when it was for black Disney movies, it's never just the character. Because if you notice, it's a spirit that's following the black guy.
Yeah.
It's never just about black. Like for instance, the Incredibles with Fro, the Frozone. It's never just about him. It's with the Incredibles. It's never about like this black straight up. It's always with somebody white. So technically, it wasn't really white. I mean, it wasn't an all black movie, even though it was. But Disney or somebody always wanted to put that little thing.
That's
in there.
so interesting that you said that. Because what other black animated films are there? Just animated, not cartoon, or I guess that is cartoon.
I don't know.
I don't really know any other films like that. Oh,
I don't know. I'm gonna put another.
That's interesting. Now you got me with a new topic I can look up and write about.
Come on.
Thank you.
Look, Gabby.
Thank you. Oh, okay. So it's funny. I wrote I Care a Lot. And have you heard of Emily in Paris?
No, I haven't.
So it's a Netflix show, and it was trending on Twitter about 2 weeks ago because the show was good. It's on Netflix, but it's basically you know what ethnocentrism is?
Yeah.
Like, you go to another country and you just think America's better. You say F their customs, F their values, F, even speaking their language. I'm American. I speak English, so everyone should speak English. It's like you're in another country and you think that America's like traditions are going to be the same here. It's ignorant. It's white privilege, and it was nominated. I didn't put the category on here.
What is it called? It's
called Emily in Paris. It's a good show. It's relatable to me because she's a PR girl who moves from Boston, and she goes to Paris to work with the PR team. So she's helping them with branding and strategizing. But while she's there, she doesn't speak French. She doesn't understand the customs, and she's just kind of like a white girl, like flapping around in like France. Yeah, and it got nominated, and it made me mad because I'm like, it was a good show. Don't get me wrong, but I think it was Best Actress of a Comedy. I need to look it up for a show, but I just kept thinking, this is what you guys are choosing? Like, this is for a Golden Globe?
It's funny that you said that, because now I'm thinking about when I've traveled. We've been fortunate to travel across the city.
Right.
Real quick, disclaimer. If you don't got your passport, y'all get your passport.
Mine's in the mail. I didn't have one growing up. Don't judge me.
Okay. You have one now.
I got it about 2 months ago, so I think I have like 2 or 3 more weeks left.
So like, me traveling, me being privileged, like
me being privileged,
I'm not out of correct myself. I've noticed like the outside world, and I've seen certain people say, okay, you know, they treat people on that side of the country. First of all, they need our money.
They do, yeah.
Like, it's one time when I went to Tijuana. That's a poor country.
Tijuana? What are you doing in Tijuana, Jerrel?
It was random. Okay, let me do Aruba. Let me talk about Aruba. Aruba, they want our money. They need our money.
Aruba. Yeah, I need to go on some trips with you.
Have you ever been to Aruba?
I've only been out of the country once, and it was on a
boat,
a cruise.
Okay.
And I was seasick the whole time, throwing up off the side of the boat. I hated it. I'm like, I went snorkeling in Mexico. I'll take it, but I've never been outside the country past that. But I have traveled in the U.S. to majority of the states, so I am thankful for that. I've been to probably half the states in the U.S.
Gotcha. So, like, even across the states, you've witnessed, like, I've witnessed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, different, like, things. Okay. For me, all my friends know when I used to go out, back when, especially when I was working in the hospitality, I was the big tipper. I'm a 25% tipper. I don't give a fuck. I don't like to complain.
I don't like to complain, but I will when it needs to be.
Yeah. And so it happened, like, because I guess it's a pride and an ego thing. You'll get those certain people saying, okay, oh, I got a group of, you know, these people at my table or in my section. They're not even going to tip. So, like,
I know what that's like.
I've witnessed that. Like, I'm just thinking, like, oh, y'all really privileged. Like, you don't know what that person has.
I see what you're saying.
I was in Virginia Beach with my friend, and so we got there. We went there for happy hour, and so, you know, we go to happy hour. You know, the tables are, you know, free. We just sat down. Oh my, I got a hookah. Oh, y'all got to get up. We're about to. You know it. You got to get up. We're about to. This is for VIP. So I'm thinking, okay. So I said straight up, okay. So it's nobody here. At this point, it's 9:30. There's nobody here. My thing is, let me sit here until that person comes. Or and I told the person, well, how much is it? Oh, no, you still got to get up. And you never answer my question. Because, like I said, you don't know what I had. Or
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
not saying I was going to buy the table, but
you didn't even give me the chance to want to consider it.
Yes,
you don't know if I got a bonus this weekend. Bitch, I'm trying to spend some money.
It was tax weekend for me. And that's what I work at Buffalo Wild Wings. So you just assumed that I couldn't do it. I felt embarrassed. Because one thing about one thing, I don't get embarrassed a lot, but one thing I don't either. Being embarrassed in front of a club. And this could be another episode. Look, I'm here for it. Rose Bar. And so I don't like being embarrassed. Just don't embarrass me. It's disrespectful, bitch. And
it is
who I'm talking about.
But people do that a lot of times for ego or because they're ignorant or they just aren't thinking about things. Like you said, I like to tip people well too, especially when they're like snooty and they're serving me. Yeah, you best believe I'm going to make sure I tip you well because they're like, oh, well, that Negro wasn't too bad.
And yes, it's
hopefully I can change your perspective with this extra 10.
It's real quick. I'm gonna show you, and I'm going to be very extra polite with you. I don't complain.
Yeah, extra polite always.
I really complain when I go out. Cause I just know how it is.
I don't like to complain too, unless it's absolutely gross and I'm not paying for it. I don't mind paying for things that are okay and I ate it, but if it's nasty, nah, I want my money.
Real quick. Well, you better comp it. Where's the manager? I know you can comp the shit.
Let me put my hair back. Let me get the white mom with the mixed kid haircut. Can I speak to your manager?
Can I speak to your manager? You're in a booth.
With no mask.
With no mask. In a booth in the back.
Can I speak to your manager?
You got a salad, your husband got some wings, and the kids got the 2 chicken tender combos.
We don't want it. Not a beat-up. I'm dead. Did they get the naked tenders?
Oh, I remember the fucking naked tenders. You remember when Buffalo used to have the ribs?
Ew, I wasn't there for no dirty ribs.
Oh, yeah, so it stopped.
That's disgusting.
I thought you got ribs. And I'm just thinking, like, you're complaining about a ribs from a wing joint. Yeah, they're going to be fucking nasty.
I'm sorry, but I only leave the ribs. I like to eat them in the summer. I don't like to buy them from restaurants in the winter, and it's like December and it's cold out. It's disgusting.
Put those joints on a grill.
That shit was put in the microwave in the back, wrapped in foil.
I'm not gonna say them about. I ain't gonna say about Buffalo Wild Wings. I know some will be.
Look, I might still want to be employed one day. Psych.
I know, and I'm undercut, and I'm signed shit.
Look, shout out to Heather. Was she there when you opened it?
I remember Heather. I remember brown hair, right?
You mean mousy brown?
Yeah, I remember her, little bitch.
Hey, you say that this is fun. I need to do this a little more often. I feel like I've been like.
Who was the GM for you? Jimmy, right?
It was Heather.
Oh, because Fat Ass Jimmy left.
I think so. Oh, Jimmy, yeah, he did leave, and Heather, she's still there.
He got promoted. Yep. I remember Heather because Heather was their marketing manager and the server manager. But when Jimmy left, she got promoted to the GM.
Don't be letting anyone be in charge of marketing. I swear to God, they be having like why is your marketing manager 70?
When I was the manager in Annapolis, I was promoted to a marketing manager, and we had some good events because
you would be good with that.
Yeah, I was doing, man. We did events because Annapolis is out there. The Navy, what's that, Navy? Is that Navy? Annapolis out, the school and the military school. It's Navy.
You got the wrong one. I have zero.
Yeah, it's Navy. So we used to have a bunch of events on their campus of like Buffalo Wild Wings stuff. And I've got pictures for that. We used to set up
marketing tables. Fun.
I used to tell people I used to bring my little cards. Hey, we used to bring like samples of food, sauces.
And I know you was crushing B-dubs.
I was Buffalo Wild Wings.
I love that. That's what we can connect on is B-dubs. No matter where I go in life, I know what it's like to work at B-dubs.
B-dubs. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay, I'm trying to see the last thing. Oh, I forgot to mention that Borat. You know Borat put out a new movie.
Borat 2. Oh, yep.
I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Did you like it?
I watched it for the
Do you think it was good enough to be nominated for a Golden Globe like 2 or 3 times?
Maybe for comedy.
It was for comedy, yeah.
Maybe for comedy, maybe because he really did.
I can understand that.
When he do, because I remember seeing Borat. I remember seeing the first Borat. I remember when he did Bruno. The thing about Borat,
Bruno was good.
The thing about Borat, he does shit. This is not scripted. This shit is like
it's real life.
Like when he on Borat 2. Oh, you just see Borat 2. He was at a convention with when was Donald Trump's vice president? Pence. I'm like that guy. And Borat dressed up as Donald Trump and was running through the convention. Like Secret Service had to get him. So for you to put your body and mind to that trauma.
Yeah, that's bold. I'll give him that. Best comedy. And I forgot that is a minority. You know, it's a person of color. He may not be black, so we can still celebrate that because he's
there.
He's there. I'm not sure what his ethnicity is. Shout out to Borat. You know,
shout out to Borat. Sasha Cohen. I forget his real name.
Sasha Cohen. He's funny. That's all I know.
Don't affiliate to Andy Cohen.
Borat. Hell no. No nomination.
Borat. It was okay. I didn't laugh, but I just watched it because I saw the first Borat.
Were you like?
I didn't watch it. I was home.
I might watch it one night. I might smoke and watch it one day. You know, just need something to giggle.
Eat an edible, smoke.
Not an edible, child. I eat an edible. I'm gonna see things on my ceiling.
I love the background, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's leftover from my sister's party.
There it is. I love it. We trying to do this. Is my first. So first of all, this is my first time being in my house at Clinton, doing something in my house at Clinton.
Hey! Shout out to a home buyer.
Thank you. Shout out to my sisters, Taja and Asia.
Yes, sisters. I'm happy for you guys. So it's a sibling house, right? It's a sibling house, right?
Yep, JTA. It's a JTA spot.
Wow, that's not. I'm used to saying GTA.
J, Jerrel, T, Taja, A, Asia, JTA.
Yes. Yay! Haha! Hey!
Oh, that's Taja.
So you guys plan on being there for a while?
Oh hell yeah! It's an investment. We just built a whole room in the basement for myself.
Who you got with you in the room? I hear someone coughing and giggling in the back.
It's my sisters Taja, Asia, Rhonda G's here. Our friend
Rhonda G's hear my loud ass.
Huh?
I want to say hi.
Rhonda's right here. Rhonda, Taja. Hold on, just Rhonda right
Tell
here.
Them to come say hi. Hey, Rhonda G, my girl.
Hey, boo. Congratulations on your show. You rocking, girl.
Oh, thank you. nice. I miss my big hug.
Boo. I know.
We gonna have to get hookah, and I'm a fake smoke it one day with y'all. You know I don't like hookah.
Yes, come on.
I'm going to get another hookah too. I want a hookah that lights up.
You might as well just get a deluxe one with like 18 hoses.
I want it because I want a hookah because eventually I'm not going back out. I'm going to be in my house, family in the house. Hell yeah, family in the house.
My dad's so funny. I love that my dad's like my biggest fan.
I said I'm about to be on Gabby's. I'm about to get for Gab. I need to have. You should have saw real quick. I was like, hold on, I need to set this shit up.
I know. I love that you got to bring a little something to the show. I try to make something for myself, so I'm glad that you feel that way. You know what's
funny? It felt like I'm just FaceTiming with you. I feel like I'm not.
That's what I want my lives to feel like. You know, I like doing interviews. Don't get me wrong. I love to hear people's backstories. I feel like it helps me kind of pave my way for myself from hearing other people's experiences. Mm-hmm. But I also like to gossip, and I also like to talk shit, and I also like to watch a lot of TV and movies. And sometimes I don't know how to express that. I like to write articles, but I don't always feel super relieved after writing them. I'm like, I still need to talk about this show.
Yeah.
What can I do?
There's purpose for that. That's why I feel like when I met you, like you was just a perfect person. First of all, when I met you, you were just, what's the word, Taj? Like, you was approachable.
Oh, thanks.
Like, I can approach you. I met you through my friend Reggie. And,
shout out to AK Hype.
I met you through there, and I was like, oh, I love it. Yeah, man. Like, think of this.
As soon as we met, we clicked. Yeah, it's my mission to make people feel comfortable. I said it's always my mission to make people feel comfortable. Because I don't be caring. I'm like, I don't care enough about anything that's going on, so.
And that's how I was as a manager. I used to tell people, like, okay, let's say it's a complaint. I was always the manager that used to go talk to tables because the other managers, they just.
Oh, yeah.
I was the manager. I used to go to the table, and I know how to talk. I know how to, like.
You do, yeah.
Talk to different people. If it's an old couple, young couple, whatever. My main thing
was. That's a good Negro. That's a good Negro right there.
I used to be like, okay, you're upset. I know you're upset. Let me know. How can I help you?
How can I help you?
What can I do in my power to help you?
Exactly.
Oh, you want something? No. Okay, let's something comp. Okay. I was just that manager that would talk to me. I could just talk to anybody. And I used to be like, oh,
dang, I should have moved up to manager.
No.
I left before then. I left. Ooh.
I left.
I went to Dirty. You remember Dirty Martini?
Yes, Connecticut.
Yeah, so I was working at B-Dubs during the week, and then I worked at Dirty Martini on Sundays, just one day out of the week. But I was the only girl on staff that worked brunch and the day party at night. So I would get there. I would get there at 10 a.m. and I would leave at 3 a.m. the next day because I worked 2 shifts. And I would work the entire day.
Ain't that the club with the swing upstairs?
They had the swing upstairs. Yeah. The swing was lit.
You remember what Rose Bar was called? Current Lounge?
Okay, don't push it now, nigga. Look, I'm only 26.
Oh, sorry about that.
I do remember, was the Club Love?
Oh my God, Love.
What was the other one?
Love, Ibiza first.
Ibiza. What about Ultra Bar?
Thursdays, Ultra Bar.
Yeah, I would drive up because it was senior year for me, and I would drive up my senior year from Frederick, and we would go on Thursdays to Ultra Bar, then drive home, and I would go to school in the morning.
Because it's the promoter. I don't know. His name is Bridge Sean. Shout out to Sean.
You lost me. Is Ultra Bar still? Is it still there?
Naming names.
Okay, Bolo.
But I used to go to. Ooh, that was strong. That was straight.
Wait, you have leg, right?
I went to what about KC Lounge?
You're going way too far back. I don't know none of this shit, nigga. I was in Frederick.
Josephine's?
I think I've been to Josephine's before.
Okay. Because the time when
that's strongly maybe.
Because when time I got to clubs, that's when I started going to Stonefish Lounge. Yeah. And I used to be at Stonefish Lounge every Friday.
Can you bring it over here? You would go to which lounge every Friday?
Stonefish Lounge on right across the Barcode. I've
seen your post online.
Man, that's what I used to get.
He used to be in the club, and I was like, in 10th grade.
I promise you, I used to be at Stonefish every Friday with Angie Ange. Shout out to Angie Ange 949.
Hey, Angie Ange.
DJ Gemini, DJ Reese. All
okay.
I used to be, because right across the street was a Barcode.
Yes. Okay. Now barcode. Now you're taking it there.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Hey, babe, you got a shot?
Shot. I finished my liquor. Oh no, I got my foot.
He said I finished my liquor. Come on, come say hi.
I'll use my prop.
We got a special guest. You can bend
Shout
down
out to
and say
Regina
hi.
King and my friend Win.
Shout
They
out
bought this
clock.
for my birthday.
What you got? 42? Oh, you got money.
This
Hey,
is the birthday for my
cheers.
friends Rhonda G and Win.
Shout out to Rhonda G.
All right, shot. Let me tell you, the first time I had 1942.
Look, there you go.
Let me tell you, the first time I had 1942.
I was 6 years
I
old.
left the club. I was out of Lure, and I was meeting up with another bartender from Allure. If it wasn't you, what's the other bartender?
What, Redhead?
No.
Is it 202?
Yeah.
Duh, shout out to 202 Angie.
Shout out to
We
202
know.
Angie. I love
What's
you,
up?
Angie. So I
ahead,
met her
Angie.
at
Shout out to
MGM.
Angie.
I met her at MGM. So I'm
Oh,
lit.
okay.
I'm lit. And because this is before like how I knew about an after movie, but I didn't know. We went to MGM. So I told Angie, I said, just get what you want. She said, can we just get a shot of 1942? I was like, bet, let's get a shot of 1942.
Dang.
My bill, I said, can I get the check? Because this is how my ego, I just gave them the card. I didn't see what the check
Oh,
was.
shit. Well, how much was it?
$70 for 2 shots. Each shot was $35 each.
I'd be so fucking mad. And
And
then
I
give
was
him the
like,
card
okay,
like,
I can't fake. I got.
you can't
all right.
fake, but 2 shots for 70?
I promise you. My job to go to work the next morning.
And you have one dirty ass shot. You might as well go to work and work
dirty.
that off.
It wasn't good because shout out to think about Angie. She knows.
Shout out to
so
Angie.
The shot was healthy.
Okay, it was a healthy shot. Okay,
It's
okay.
The fact, like, damn, I've never shot $35 for one shot.
I've never paid that much for one shot. I think I've paid
70.
20 to 25 for a shot. One.
I've never. I don't.
So don't go to MGM and get 1942. Psych.
But, see, but it's like that's how the club is like now. Like motherfuckers, they be buying these fucking bottles.
Look, we gonna have a whole segment on clubs. I swear
That's
to God.
what we need. Yes, I'm coming back next Sunday.
Like him and I, it's just different. Like being able to be in DC and network with people and be in the clubs, and each club is different. Different owner, different vibe. You go see different people at every one. And that's something that I miss that we would do. We
could have an episode about discrimination at a club.
Oh, I like that. Or sexual harassment by club owners.
And I know
I'm going to just say hey on the comments. Hey.
Hey.
Thank you to everyone that's been watching.
What's Roku? Roku.
All right, so my dad wants me to do the announcement. I was going to make a formal video, but we'll do that too. Let's see if everyone watches to the end of this live. But I'm actually going to sign a contract with Roku, with a Black-owned network. It's called 7 On Demand. So they're picking up the gift of gab. So my show will be moving from Instagram to Roku. So cheers to that.
Shout out. Congratulations.
Hey! So that show will be mainly...
that's how like... When you told me that it was yesterday when you told me
that. You were
like,
she's all telling me this in passing.
I was like, oh my God, this is big. I'm very excited for you, big.
Oh, thank you.
I thought my ass like, okay, well, how can I'm trying to work. Come on.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I definitely need some more help with it, just because it's bigger than me. And I'm learning that. It's more than my pride and me wanting to be and work alone. It's way bigger than me. So I have to be able to hear people. If people have ideas, visions, I'm all for listening to it. But that's why I haven't really been on Instagram Live, because I've been planning and taping my show behind the scenes. So that's why I said I want to make sure I still keep my Instagram dedicated to entrepreneurs, people with voices. If you want to go live with me and you have a cool topic, like, don't hesitate to write me. I'm very receptive.
Gotcha.
You can see, like, we can bullshit.
So think about me. I get excited. I don't really go on live like that. I've always used.
I know you don't. Yeah.
But like, this is exciting for me. And
oh, good. It was exciting for me too. I haven't done anything like this.
I used to, like, when people say, "Are you nervous?" I'm like, when I was.
I'm not nervous at all.
Yeah, I'm not nervous at all. I was the potty.
I'm not
sweating.
Just from these lights. Hey, let me see that muscle. What's good? Jerrel looking good.
Hands on your head. Sorry, that's too much. See,
let me see your waves.
Oh, no, motherfucker, I'm bald as shit. I just said you should have saw me about 2 hours ago.
What you have the waves on?
I looked a mess. I looked very homeless.
Well, you should know that I threw that party last night and I woke up this morning and looked like death. So I came, I had to show out a little bit.
Awesome.
But I'm hoping you and I can do this at least once a month on Instagram because this is fun. Really.
No, for sure.
Maybe turn this into something. Remind them who you're. Oh, my dad. Shout out to my father.
Yes,
Etzel and Brown.
Dad, and I see the 906. Let him know. My father's an alpha. Untitled Chapter.
Look, he's going to be like, typos. Remind them who your attorney is. Ha ha.
I see.
Go ahead, Dad.
My father's my attorney, too. Untitled Chapter. My dad, he pledged, Charles, when dad pledged? 79?
So my dad, he pledged graduate when he was getting his master's.
Gotcha.
I don't know if he was doing all that,
Oh, my dad he was in the mid, the funk chapter.
But shout out to my dad. He's an entertainment attorney. He also handles contracts, trademarks, LLCs, really anything you guys need. My dad handled my LLC. So I have it in the works. GB Media is a real business in Maryland.
I say congrats to your LLC. That's the real Birkin, Gabby, LLC.
That's the real Birkin. Yeah, get the LLC, boo.
Okay. Sigma Alpha Lam.
Sigma Alpha Lam.
Yeah, okay, I heard of that. My dad might know that.
06 in the house.
Okay,
Hey.
December 4th, 1906.
Well, look, I wanted to wrap this up. I'm so thankful. I thought Instagram usually stops after 45 minutes, but I think
fun.
I know. I think they extended their time. So whatever. I'm gonna post this to my feed, so it'll be on you guys' timelines. But I just wanted to thank Jerrel for coming on and talking with me.
Thank you.
And you can go ahead and say anything you want to say.
First off, I'm very happy for the opportunity with Gabby. First of all, when you said stupid pictures, I'm like, shit.
I know you got some cute pics now.
I'm excited for the opportunity, and
thanks.
I'm dead ass really to work with you in the future. Like, I'm serious.
Definitely.
I believe in your brand. Like, I just see how
thank you.
This is going to go. So, like, I appreciate it.
Even when I don't believe in myself.
That's what you need me as a team.
I do need that. I appreciate it.
You got to be on set at 9 o'clock. Motherfucker, it's 8:30. Get up.
Who gonna do your makeup and hair?
We can figure. I know some people. We know people who do some makeup and hair.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I promise you. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Of course.
Really dead ass.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. I hope you guys go on.
I'm just saying straight up. You just been like an amazing friend. Like.
Oh, thanks. I know, and I'm glad we stayed in contact all this time. So.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, and thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of The Gift of Gab. Please keep track of what I put on my story. Like I said, I am doing the Black Business Spotlights on Tuesdays. I'm not starting this Tuesday because I want to make sure I have everything together. But I will be starting the following Tuesday, so just keep up with what I post. And, yeah. I hope you guys have a good one, have a good week, and have a good month of March. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.